Hi, everybody. My name is Daryl Cartwright, and I'm an attorney in Birmingham, practicing in the Vestavia Hills area. I am serving clients throughout the state of Alabama. And one way that I'm serving clients throughout the state is through the use of virtual video conference technology. Uh, Today, I wanted to prepare a short video to illustrate exactly how we execute documents legally and properly and safely through the use of this video conference technology. Let me share my screen with you and we'll get started. Okay, executing legal documents via Zoom video conference. I like to use Zoom video conference because, as we'll discuss, the ability to execute documents through a video conference technology, virtual type of procedure has not always been allowed in the state of Alabama. And it has only become allowed through the use of some emergency proclamations that our governor has issued after the global health pandemic caused by COVID-19. Because of that, I want to be absolutely certain that we follow the required procedure to the letter and make sure that it remains valid and remains legal. And Zoom allows certain things to be done that the proclamations require. Just a little bit of history, and you can go back and review this more if you'd like, but in some states, there were two different types of remote video technology executions that were permitted, remote online notarization, or RON, and remote ink notarization, or RIN. Alabama never has permitted this in the past. And even today, we do not allow the remote online notarization to occur. That's where there's no physical document, but everything is done through the internet, through e-signatures and things of that nature. We do not permit that today. Please do not follow somebody's recommendation and engage in that. It will not be legally executed under the laws of the state of Alabama. In late March and then again in April, Governor Ivey issued a couple of supplemental state of emergency proclamations that allowed first certain notaries, including attorneys such as myself, to notarize documents virtually. And then the second supplemental state of emergency proclamation, which was her fifth, issued on April 2nd, actually expanded that use to other notaries, all notaries throughout the state of Alabama, provided certain required procedures are followed. Now, if you have never participated in a Zoom video conference, and I realize that many of you have, it is not a difficult procedure. It's very, very easy. We'll start it by me sending you an email with a Zoom meeting link in advance. It is password protected so that you're not going to have those hackers that come in, as you may have seen, from non-password protected technology, and you will be able to have a private session. The invitation will look a little bit like this. Daryl Cartwright is inviting you to a scheduled Zoom meeting, topic conference with whatever your name is, with the required date and time. There will be a link for you to join the Zoom meeting and a meeting ID and a passcode. That passcode changes for every meeting. It is randomly generated, and no passcode that was used in the past is going to be the same passcode for the next person. So if no worries about somebody's passcode being used to hack into your meeting, that will not occur. How do you join the Zoom meeting? Again, very, very easy. You can do it either through the use of your phone. You can either download a free Zoom app to your phone, just to make things very, very easy, or you're not even required to do that. You can actually join through your web browser on your phone. Same thing for your computer or your laptop. There is some free Zoom software that can be downloaded that may make it a little bit easier, or you can join via a web browser. If you need even more information on this, Zoom themselves have provided a short, slightly over a minute long YouTube video that indicates how to join a Zoom meeting. And I have provided the link there below. And by the way, there are a number of different YouTube videos on joining Zoom video conferences if that's not enough for you. Now, how should you prepare for your Zoom conference? Well, I'm going to look at the third and the fourth bullet points here first. First, make sure that you have all of your documents printed out. All the documents that we'll be executing that day need to be printed out, and that you have pens, plural, handy. I mentioned that because you want to make sure that the pens write. You can check it out beforehand, but make sure that you have at least one operating, but preferably at least two. Also, make sure that you have your driver's license handy or other valid photo identification handy for witnesses. Now, when we begin this video conference, it will be just you and me first, and I will make sure that you have turned on your video. There's actually ways that you can join a video conference in Zoom without having your video on. We need to see you, so we need to see each other. So I'll make sure that that is turned on. Make sure you are not muted. Again, you can mute your Zoom video conference if you choose, and that's very handy for some things, but not for this. We need to hear each other. We need to see each other. After we've begun the Zoom video conference, I'll ask you some questions, make sure you're comfortable with the procedure. We'll talk about it a little bit. And then, and only then, will I bring in the witnesses for the execution of the documents. At that point, I will turn on the recording feature for Zoom. As I said before, one of Governor Ivey's requirements is that it be recorded and kept for a certain length of time. I need to do that in order to make sure that it is proper and legally executed under our existing state law. But I won't do that until the time is right. And the time is right after we've had an initial discussion between ourselves, and then we'll enter into the execution portion of the conference. And at that point, I will turn on the recording feature. I'll provide the witnesses. Witnesses will come in. And I have an example here of a document that you may be executing, which is a last will and testament. You'll have your name signed to the instrument this blank day of blank 2020, maybe 2021. I don't know how long this will exist, and then a signature blank. And I will ask you to fill in the date that you see there and to sign your name, and to show us you signing that. Point your camera through your phone or your laptop or whatever you're using toward your signature so that the witnesses and notary can actually see you signing that document. After that time, I'll also ask you to show us your signature, and I'll ask you to confirm that that is your signature that you just signed before us, so that the witnesses can be doubly sure that that's exactly what they saw. After you have executed the document, then the witnesses that I have provided will actually witness the document themselves. I will have the same exact document that you have. My witnesses and notary signature page is on a separate page following your signature. And so they will sign that page that is the exact same document that you have. Notarization will occur at that point, and I will be the notary public. I am a notary public, and I will make sure that everything is correctly completed in the notarization section, the sworn portion of the estate planning document, and then I will complete that. What happens after we have concluded our execution conference? Well, at that point, I will ask you to first make a photocopy of your signature pages for your information in your files. And even if it's taking a picture with your phone, I'd recommend a PDF app rather than just a JPEG, but take a picture of it with your phone at a minimum. Then assemble your signature pages and mail them to me at my secure post office box address. The address is listed there. I will take and assemble the signature pages that you have provided with the rest of the estate planning documents, including the witness pages that were signed and the notary pages that were signed. At that point, I will scan in a complete digital copy for your records and my records. I will retain only a digital copy of the executed estate planning documents, and I will send a copy to you just for your convenience. I will also assemble all of the original documents, put them in a packet, and I will mail the original packet back to you. You will have the original documents, not me, and hopefully you will put it in a secure location, but one that is accessible in the event that you or your loved ones need to reach that. And that's pretty much all that is involved in the estate planning execution through the use of virtual video technology. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to call me, drop me an email, yell really loud, or whatever way you can get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to answer it. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you soon. Be safe.